Welcome to all of you, and it's so nice of you to be here after a long time. The reason which brought all of you over here. Anybody had a guess about what could we be talking about, or what could we be tackling in today's session? When you're talking about today's session, what was the thing which attracted you for this particular session? Any wellness? Sorry? Kaya Kalp. I think that's the word which is famous, like Kaya Kalp. And how do you take as Kaya Kalp? How do you define Kaya Kalp as? If you have to talk about, you said now the Kaya Kalp, rejuvenation, that attracted you to be coming and be your present over here. So what's the reason which really got you attracted towards Kaya Kalp?
Literal meaning is glowing skin.
Literal means it's rejuvenation. Rejuvenation, and when you say rejuvenation, obviously it applies to many things, like skin is one part of it. What are the other things that you can think about?
All the internal organs.
Yes, that's right, internal organs. Body, correct. Yeah, that's the thing. Kaya Kalp literally means being young once again. Youth, the first quality. Okay, the first quality about Kaya Kalp that you can discuss or you can mention it is about youth. What would be the second thing that you would attribute with it? First is youth. When you are young, what is the thing that you would always?
A healthier body.
A healthier body. Youth, energy, right? Energy. That's good. Energy, health. Anything else you can attribute? Energy, health, anything else you can attribute?
Feeling of great.
Sorry?
Feeling of great.
Power, mightier. Because you are young, you have all the energy, you feel mightier, you feel power. Okay, so these are the four characteristics that any person who say, if I want to be young again, I want to be young again because I want to have all these qualities in my life. And if you say right now I'm on the safer side, or right now on the side where I am, so these are the things I would think, I'm young because I have the power, I can do each and everything whatever occurs in my life. Second thing is that I'm healthy, all my bodily as well as my mind functions are at the optimum. Okay, third would be your energy level, because mind is working, body is coordinating with that, so the energy level would be always proper. Instead of energy, I would call it harmony, balance or harmony. And all these things are together, or they are in harmony with each other. That's the reason you'll feel yourself the characteristic of youth or young, right? Now what happens, that you strive, these are the things we are looking for, right? These are the things you said a little bit, maybe one or two factors are lacking in your life, and you want to restore your energy, or maybe the kind of, you can say, the power or the other mental attribute that you want yourself to be associated with. Now what happens generally whenever we are talking about ourselves, we see ourselves in certain dimension. When I say we see ourselves in certain dimension, means what? You are, now you say, now suppose you have you have a life schedule, you have a discipline. Now you get up in the morning, say around 8 o'clock. Obviously you'll have breakfast and all. After breakfast, many people have got the habit to go for a walk, or before or after, or they resume their walk. Okay. Then after working, if you have been on the side where you need to go to your office, maybe you'll be there in your office for about 5-6 hours or 7 hours maximum. Then you'll come home again, you'll rest, you'll play with your family, and then it would be like night, you'll go to sleep. So generally when we talk about health or harmony, we are talking about 6 characters. I would like to come basic level, how do we start with the factors of health in life. So first thing is, when you talk about health or harmony, what do we need? First of all, we need to have the proper or the pure air to breathe, right? If you're pure air, the air which does not have much of the pollution and much of the chemicals and all, then you breathe in pure air, and that helps you to restore and manage with all the life activities which is occurring at each level, whether that intracellular or intercellular. Second factor which would be important would be your food and drink. Third would be your physical activity and physical rest. Next would be your mental activity and mental rest. And the fifth would be your sleep What would be the sixth one? Anybody?
Your outlook towards life.
Sorry?
Your outlook towards life.
Think about the factors which are required for you to have a healthy life. Your outlook, yeah, that. Sleep. I already mentioned sleep. Peace. Sorry?
Prayers.
Prayers, no, not exactly. See, this is prayers is not the main part of it. Prayers are it won't come directly. These are the 6 essential factors which we need to do in each and every minute of our life, okay, each and every day of our life, and which is required. Prayers, okay, for a few days you're doing it, for a few days you do not do. So that depends on what exactly is your attitude. You are a religious person, you find peaceful. You are not a religion person. People go to mosques, or people go to temples maybe once in a 6 months or once in a year, only when they have to just be there. So prayers, okay, supplementary you could say, but now right now we cannot mention it over here. Can anybody say what it could be? First is air, second is drink, third is physical activity and physical rest, fourth is mental activity and mental rest, and next is sleep and awakeness. And the most important thing, it is related with this, I can say. When you have had a nice food, a very proper, lavish lunch or a dinner, and then after what is the next thing that you look forward to it?
Proper digestion.
Yes, proper digestion. So it means your retention and your evacuation. None of the pens are working. Okay, so these are the 6 factors which constitute health, harmony, balance, or your whole physical body. Whatever you say or whatever your body is consists of, it's basically because of these 6 factors. Now what happens? Now you belong to a category, those influential group of people who has been blessed with nice, lovely stable lifestyle where every now and then you have got a good circle, every now and then either you are being invited or you are inviting people at your house, like a very social background. So what would happen? If you have a very good social background, you are on and off on a social group or on a party and all, what would that lead to? Every now and then you are partying around, so what would that lead to?
Out of balance and not in.
See, the God has given you a thing. He has given you life, He has given you health. But the thing is, along with the health, He has not given you the time to enjoy that much. Hectic schedule is there, but every time you finish up, then every 10 o'clock night, you have to attend a party. Either the party is at your house or it's at a friend's house. So either you are attending a party at somebody's house, or somebody else is attending a party in your house. So what would be the outcome of it? Sorry? Less body rest. But first foremost thing, when you go in the party, what would we do? What we all Indians do? Eat good amount of food, like try to eat everything, finish up everything which is on the plate. So this results in what? Or over exertion of your digestive system. Am I right? And whenever your system is any system which has been over exerted, what would be the result of that? उसकी efficiency, उसका जो power है, उसकी जो effectiveness है, वो reduce हो जाएगी, right? So as a result, what's the first thing that you will come across? Problems like acidity, constipation, like in general, whenever you are exerting or your system gets affected, that's because your digestive system is off with. Alright? Okay? And when your digestive system is loaded or stuffed, then what happens? Causes in what way? Imbalance. In what way it causes imbalance? Yeah, you're sick, but sick. Yeah. See now, say, suppose I have a bottle. So how much holding in that liters? But if you try to hold, say about 3 liters, so what happens when your system is stuffed? Now imagine at any of time your body has 40 to 50 fluid. Like your intracellular fluids, mitochondria, सबके अंदर जो भी fluids होते हैं, or I'm talking about all. So in a body it has got about 30 to 40 liters of fluid. Okay, what you are getting it, you're getting a stuff. Now suppose at any interval of time I had say about a good amount of food, and every evening I'm say in a week I'm having this parties 3 times in a week. So instead of having a normal capacity of having taking your food to this much amount, my digestion capacity has been really hampered. Now what happens? This leads to simple way you can understand. When you have taken one food, you go out, you can eliminate it. The process is fine, everything is smooth. You don't get any sort of acidity, you don't suffer from any sort of constipation and all. You had 2 meals, the body is in a position to take it out of it. You had 3 meals, okay, the body is tired, but still it can come out. If you are taking 5 meals, so it's like before the body could take off 1 meal, you are already consumed the second one. So the first thing has not been over, the second comes in. Okay, the second has not been completely digested, and we are half of the thing is we don't have the habit of chewing the food properly. So half of the food goes in undigested only. So what happens as a result of this? Evacuation, all the system, they get not properly. It gives to, first thing is, it gives to the problem of indigestion, or we call it regular period. Its sites or areas are permanently having lower energy. Okay, so this areas which would be having permanently lower energy, that's the reason you'll find the moment you are having your food after the party, you will immediately have burps or things like indigestion. Some people have chronic diarrhea or any sort of a thing. And this lower energy levels, when it persists for a longer time, it leads to reason half of the people want to do a particular thing, that I want to start with this thing or that thing, but they will always find that they are not a reason, or they cannot stick to your plan because your system does not allow you that. Now you would be wondering, from the Kaya Kalp I came to confuse everything and anything which occurs in your body. There is a physical aspect to it, and there is a psychological and a mental aspect also to it. Okay, what do we do? Now in case this is a thing, so I said I want to have this program because I want to look great. Yeah, now you're scaring me. Okay, even if I'll be going for one party, I'll have good food, and if I'm not taking care of it, then it might get more trouble. So what would be the results, or what way I can tackle it? Right? What way we tackle it? Now we just understood your health or your harmony or your balance depends about your body, what we are eating, after what we eat, what we are disposing of and what we are not disposing of. So what we say, wherever you come across people say you are what you eat, add on to it. You are what you eat plus what you evacuate plus you are not in a position to evacuate. So for the first and the simple reason, which or the first and the very simple technique that we can do it to restore your health, now don't be scared. When I say fasting, don't be scared. I'll tell you a very simple and a very effective mode of fasting, or the procedure in which you can fast, and it will not only have an effect from the beauty point of view, beauty, wellness and health. All three factors can restore just through one simple procedure, that's fasting. Now, just right now, a little while ago, I told you about your body is having something like 30 to 40 liters of different sort of bodily fluids, right? The moon, which is there in a sky, keep on fluctuating, right? Everybody knows that. And there is a procedure which is known as full moon and no moon. Understand what is full moon and no moon? There is a process, there is a path, there are certain days where the moon is like hardly any existence, which is minimum. That's called no moon. And full moon when it is at maximum. That's usually the 15th of lunar calendar, if you say it. 15th of lunar calendar. Now what does your moon, your body consists of basically three channels, but normally when we are discussing, we discuss only the two channels. That is the solar channel and the lunar channel, the Chandra Nadi and the Surya Nadi. So what happens whenever you want to bring up heat into your body, what we do, you respire or you breathe in more through your right side, because your right side corresponds to your Surya Nadi. But when you want to bring more coolness or less heat to your body, then we respire or we through the left nadi or through the left side, which is called the Chandra Nadi, right? So the left side is your lunar or the Chandra Nadi, and the moon has got the direct influence on the water, right? So if in case you have any sort of physical problem, like you have been talking about your pain and all, for those people who have any sort of joint pain issues, okay, the best thing to it that if you want to tackle any pain, you have a pain in your knee, you have a pain on your shoulders, or any sort of joint pains or general pain, arthritis, rheumatism, on 15, and if you want to get more results, on 13, 14 and 15 of lunar calendar. Okay, Purnima se in pehle till like the last day on the Purnima, 13 lunar case, according to what normally you have. You fast possible full day. Now I would suggest, if you can fast completely, nothing I like it. If you cannot fast for the whole day, you feel very weak of any reason. So get up till 4 o'clock, you fast. Okay, and just do one thing, avoid cooked substances, no cooked food. Okay, so no cooked food means no roti, no bhajiyas, like no roti, nothing, no dal, nothing. And also try to decrease your liquid. When I say liquid, not water. Apart from water, whatever liquid you take it. Many people have got a habit of having milk or charge or any sort of juices. Okay, up to a certain extent is fine because you are not taking a cooked substance. But apart from water, what is other stuff that you take it, like coconut water, milk and the other stuff, that you need to curb down completely. And the most important thing, don't take leafy vegetables also on that day. Just again water. So only for days 15 of lunar calendar, for whole day is not, and you're just going to food, and if no leafy vegetable, apart from that, whatever serve it. This would help your weight. instantly you'll find your eyes or your pants, your trousers really getting loose. The most you could ever come across, do something like this, maybe just like 2 to 3 months. Safeguard all sorts of bubbles. Now how could I say? You know what is what are kidney for? Throw it out. You, how does kidney? So anytime if you take the kidney because we are eating or we are because of long time which the body is not in a position to throw it off, that would be thrown off. People who just did it out of their body, it has turned black ink. सिर्फ 2 किया और कुछ भी नहीं किया, ना डाइट किया ना 2 days she has taken only and within 2 days the next day when he thought of being to take your this same way how the sun provides heat, a lot of heat is been maintaining your Okay, your turn. Yeah, you have an excuse, definitely. Definitely, I let you go. I accept your okay. Okay, have a guess. Now, what you can say, what would you start with? If you start, what do you think, what word you can think would you start with R? When you say E,
Reality.
what you can attribute?
Reality
Reality, yeah. What does the reality consist of?
consists of practical things. We don't
Yeah.
do
Yeah, what are the practical things?
things from out of the
Yeah, not from the
well
usual.
within, it's well within, it is well within your calculations.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
well within your calculations.
Okay, so what is
The
there in
spine
your,
of life.
yeah, so what is in your calculation? Let's put it very right. See, everything, and that's what the reality is. Everything is in your calculation. See, what you think, what you calculate, that's what we say the law of reality or the law of attraction. If you think something is possible, think it. Okay, then we say think it, ink it. So there is something you can think it, you can describe, be reasonable to it.
Don't expect out of the blue.
No, think it, ink it, and be precise. Now I said I want to be wealthy. I'll give you an example. I said I want to be wealthy. Wealthy, wealthy means even like a lakh is also wealthy. So wealthy means I have to describe now what is your goal. It has to be specific. So wealth. Okay, I thought I need to be a millionaire. Okay, but you have to have a time frame also. Yes, and have a millionaire. Now what millionaire? How much would time you need to have to do that? Say now suppose I said, oh, doing power, I'm a very positive person. I can think day and night. Oh, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it every now and then. But you have to having a time frame which let this happen properly. Suppose right now, if I'm talking about 5 lakhs rupees a month. So for 5 lakh rupees a month, I'm putting say 8 hours of work. So now if to get say about 20 lakhs rupees a month, if I want to be a billionaire, okay? So if I want to get 20 lakhs of rupees a month, then how much time I'm going to put it, and what are the services? You know, there has to be a clear-cut thing. What are the ways? What are the services that I'm going to provide? 8 hours, but 8 hours where? Now, how much of it would be in this way? How much of it would be? So the whole plan of action has to be complete. Then only this could be possible. People do what? People think positive thinking, but they forget this part. They forget this part, and that's the reason they are always struggling whatever they want in their life.
Why not be content with what you have? That is sufficient for you.
See, that's right. See, so at your stage, that's a very good thing. You should be contented at certain level. See, if you are young, you would be enthusiastic, and you want to move forward. Because you want to move forward, you will make a step. See, a man's progress starts when he or she risks herself. Because when you risk yourself, you will be reaching to a new height. Do you get it? If I would have been happy, okay, I have to finish up my graduation, that's fine, now I should be sitting at home. You would not reach anywhere. Then there won't be any growth. There would be only stagnation. So at what stage of your life, certain time you got to be contented. But at certain time you need to be taking risks. Those risks would help you to evolve, not only for the money's sake, as a person, as a human being, it will help you to evolve much better and be a very strong or be a better human being at least.
But if you are not destined to, you will never.
That's a different question. See, it has to be, that's what I say, now we have to be, see, now you want to do something, but what is your line of action has to be constructive. Do you get it? If my line of action is not constructive, according to me it's a construction, but it is putting a harm to the other person, to my colleague, to the people who are there in my circle. So obviously it's not going to fulfill, or you would not be prosperous that way. That's apart from question. Okay, just put it, because then putting too much time. R is relax, E is exercise, A is attitude, and L is laugh. That's the formula I have always given you. If you want to have a good life, you want to do anything in your life, you just employ this formula, you would be really. Exercise. A is attitude. Attitude means positive attitude, or your mental, you can again say preparation for a particular thing. Now when I am talking about this, ABC, now I have made it still more simple. Programming thought, but not all thoughts get implemented in action. Is it right? If you think you have to implement it, you have to, right? This biggest which the letters achieve in beliefs. This is one of the factors of Hindu, but this is also a great factor to help you achieve. There's two ways, like a sword, which is two ways. If you use it in the right way, it can help you to achieve all your goals, whatever you want in your life. If you don't use it in a nice way, you would never be able to do anything. First, like I cannot. Both I have 8. All would be like so. Instead of what you do was stick to a plan and make it is to work for you. Have a belief. No matter what comes and goes, I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to see to it that I does. Now the most C would be what? Conceivable feelings. You can feel in yourself, imagine yourself, conceivable feelings. You say, imagine yourself where you want to see yourself after that program become. It's a lot of now, not tomorrow. I'm not going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to do it now, and once I'm doing this way, structure, see yourself, and say best result क्या कर सकते हो. It will. I'm giving short tips, but it really works very. You know, all of us carry a sort of water. Is there a person who carry a water? Huh? Okay, but at least you have a pocket. If you don't have a personal wallet, at least I am like in Indian dresses, whether it's salwar kameez or something, you have a wallet pocket, a thing where you can put something. So what do? Take your best possible picture. Okay? Best possible picture. Now you say like, I always admire the way I used to look 5 years back. Sorry? Everybody can read this? Strong word and action express. Now this expression, words create. Now expression, but I like to put it as experience.